What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that we completed all 5 wave structure from this swing low from $72.5 to this swing high of about $123.83. And I've told you that we have to have a retracement because we completed all 5 wave structure on it, and we complete on a smaller scale also 5 waves in this structure. And the retracement should land at following levels. If I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from this bottom to this top, we have following levels. First of all, we broke the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level. Right here we have a small tick to the downside, but then we broke it with more certainty. And we bounced back to the upside. And for now we broke it for the second time and we are moving south. But for now on an hourly time frame, we found the support from 200 exponential moving average. And what should we expect next, I will show you in my technical analysis. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news and let me show you the real catalyst. On March 31st, we have this article on Monthly Fool and it says, why Baidu, Alibaba and iQIYI stocks crashed today. And the key points are following. The US Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act gives US listed Chinese stocks 3 years to comply with disclosure requirements or risk being delisted. On Thursday, the SEC named 5 more Chinese companies subject to delisting under the HFCAA. Alibaba isn't on the list yet, but Baidu, iQIYI and Futu now are. And definitely, the more companies will be added to this list, the less credibility will have other companies, other Chinese companies listed on US stock exchanges. And let me quote you this. For those not familiar, Alibaba is the e-commerce powerhouse of China, Baidu the country's biggest search engine, iQIYI an internet streaming giant, and Futu an online stockbroker. So these are all pretty high-profile targets the SEC has picked for future enforcement actions. And I covered this multiple times. The Securities and Exchange Commission has to know everything about Chinese stocks that are listed on US stock exchanges. But Chinese rules doesn't allow Chinese companies to disclose all the information to foreign governments. And that is the main misunderstanding between these two countries. So, and let me show you this. How possible that Alibaba will later be added to the list of delisting from US stock exchanges? Is it a valid fear? As SCMP admits, the Chinese government does not allow audit and accounting data to be taken offshore, and this is interfering with all Chinese companies' ability to comply with the HFCAA law. Theoretically, at least any company that is based in China but listed on a US stock exchange will eventually be delisted unless China changes its policy. The good news is that, as SCMP also reports, the Chinese government has empowered its China Security Regulatory Commission to find mechanisms to comply with overseas accounting regulations. And a new approach is being considered, where China's finance ministry vets the audit data for state secrets and personal information before handing it over for review by US auditors. And definitely on the one hand it is rather good news, but let me show you another news that is posted on Bloomberg.com. And it was published on March 31st and it says, China tech stocks fall as US signals a tough stance on the listing. And the key bullets are following. US securities regulator adds Baidu to the listing watch list. Chinese regulator says talks with US counterpart ongoing. So, Chinese technology stocks slid after the US securities regulator played down the prospect of an imminent deal to keep local firms listed on American exchanges. A spate of recent regulatory developments are making traders worry again, reminding them of the risks of investing in Chinese stocks. The Securities and Exchange Commission added Baidu Incorporated to a growing list of Chinese firms that may get kicked off American stock exchanges, bearing better audit disclosure. On Thursday, the Chinese securities regulator said talks are continuing with the US on the issue. Just a day earlier, Beijing vowed greater scrutiny on online streaming platforms, spooking investors who were expecting regulatory crackdowns to ease after Vice Premier Li He's mid-March pledge to stabilize capital markets and support the economy. Chinese State Council reiterated similar promises again late Wednesday. There seems to be a reconcilable difference between the two countries, said Hao Hong, head of research at Bocom International Holdings in Hong Kong. China wants to disclose some, but not all companies. But the US demands full disclosure, and compliance is measured on a country level, not on individual companies level. I think Chinese firms should be prepared for their eventual return, Hong added. And definitely this statement is a really scary statement, because in this case all of the Chinese companies will be delisted from US stock exchanges. And definitely it is not a quick process, because these companies that were added just recently have at least 3 years of grace period. And during this period they will be listed on the US stock exchanges. But after that, if we won't see any relief in these relationships, definitely Chinese companies will be delisted. And the fears are really huge. So, and let's put aside all the fears of delisting, and let's take a look on the fundamentals that might drive the price of Alibaba without any delisting risks. And here is the news that was published on CNBC.com on March 29th, and it says Alibaba leads $60 million funding into augmented reality glasses maker Nreal in the metaverse play. And let me quote you these bullets. Alibaba led a $60 million investment round into augmented reality glasses maker Nreal. Nreal said the $60 million round will be used to increase investment in research and development and accelerate expansion into new markets this year, including China. Chinese technology giants from Tencent to Alibaba are trying to get in on the Metaverse Act. A collaboration with Nreal could help Alibaba expand its AR capabilities. And definitely, from the fundamental standpoint, Alibaba is trying to expand its presence on every booming industries that are not directly related to e-commerce industry. And on a bigger picture, definitely this company is still growing. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as already mentioned, we completed all 5-wave structure, and this means we have to have a retracement. And from the technical standpoint, we can project the levels not only by pulling the Fibonacci retracement tool from this top to this bottom, but when we have the first zigzag on the retracement, we can measure this movement. If it is the case, and if it is the A wave, this is the B and this is the C, we can measure the length of the A wave and compare it from the top of the B wave. And the most common ratio that we might have in our C wave, and let me mark this movement for you like this, is a 1-to-1 extension, and it is the price point of $105.2. And we have the confluence with $104.45 of 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. And most likely we might have at least some kind of reaction right here. And for now, as you can see, we hit the 200 exponential moving average on hourly time frame, and it is the confluence with our 0.786 Fibonacci range at the price point of $108.38. So we have decent chances to hit these targets, but if we will break the 0.382 Fibonacci level at $104, definitely we will have the next potential price target at roughly $100, because it is the confluence with $98.47. And if the delisting fears will be much higher than we have for now, definitely we will hit even the $90 price point, the golden pocket range. And that's why you have to be prepared for this. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stay